Yeah, hello guys, welcome once again. I really appreciate you guys for the comments, for the likes, and your word of prayer. So it means a lot to me. But on today's video, I'll be showing you how you can sew the down part, as in use another material to tape the down part of your senator drape of the kaftan. And then I will be revealing the 3 tips that will really help you a lot. So even if you know how to do this before, I urge you to stay to the end of the video so that you won't miss any part of it. So I'll be revealing 3 tips that will make your taping to look very professional and perfect. So now I've joined the kaftan. I've already finished joining the kaftan. So this is the side. You trim it out, trim the excess on the side, trim it out. So what I'm left with as excess is just like ½ inch from the, so here now I've already cut the folding, the down folding. I've already cut it out. So what I put now as excess is just ½ inch. So that is where the measurement ended. I just include ½ inch on this. So the wideness now, the wideness is 24. The wideness is 23, but I'm adding 1 inch to it, so making a 24. So that's what I will cut for the down taping. Then the side now, the side, the material that we cut for the side, measure it from down to where the point, to where the slit ended, I have 12 inches, but I'm adding 2 inches. You can as well add more than that. You can as well add 3 inches to what you have at the point where the slit ended. So I'm adding 2 inches to that, so making a 14. Let me recheck this. So this 24 for the down and the 14 for the side. So that's what I will cut. So this is the material that I'm using for the taping. So I'm cutting it. The wideness is 3 inches. The wideness is 3 inches, while the length is 24. This is for down taping, and these are for the side. The wideness is also 3, while the length is 14. So this is in 4 places. This is in 4 places, and this one will be 2 for the down parts. It will be 2. So now let's proceed to sewing. So now the down part is the first join to the material. So first join the down part to the material, sew it straight down, the same thing to the back. So join the material, the 3 inches wideness and the 24 for the length. So join it to the material, straight down. So please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please I urge you to click on the subscribe button so that you won't miss my next video, which I promise it will be interesting. So now just do the stitches like that, top stitch it on the other material, on the taping material. And if you want to use thread, whatever thread that match this taping is what you should use. It doesn't necessarily mean you should use the thread that match the clothes you are sewing itself. So now after that, the next thing is to join the side as well. Our material, the one we cut for the side, the next thing is to join this to the body. So we are starting from down now. Start joining from down, just hold it ½ inch, sew it straight down, and make sure it's very close. Make sure it's very close to where the joining ended here, and you can fold it. So that after you iron it, the material will not be removing thread you will not be removing. So to stitch it as well. To stitch it as well. So do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you are starting from down. Start from down part. So now also make it close to where the joining is here as well, so that if you want to bend it, it will be very close to the side slit. So now top stitch this place again as well. Top stitch it as well. So now you have to join it like this exactly the other side. You are joining the other side like this exactly. So now the next, the number one useful tip here now is that some people normally weave the down part of their material, then they use the hemming gun to gun it, but I don't really buy to that, because I don't like weaving showing underneath your material, underneath the kaftan dress. So if the material, if the cloth is opening, the weaving will be showing. Even some people like this material now, I did not use a matching thread to weave it. So assuming that I use a white thread that I used to weave inside now, which some people normally use, so they will still use it to weave the down parts and they apply hemming gun. So whenever the person wear the clothes, the white will be reflecting at the down. So I don't really like that. So that is the number one tip on this training, and I'm very sure that will make your work to be very neat. So look at the down part now. I folded it. I just use hemming gun. I fold the material and I use hemming gun. I sew hemming gun under it. So look at how neat it is. This is very way more better than using weave material first before you now do apply hemming gun. For me, I like using that. I don't like weaving the down part of the material, so before apply hemming gun. So the second tip here now is that after you do this one, make sure you do what? Make sure you iron it out. Make sure you iron it out. The second tip is that as I've joined the side, I first join everything. I join the down part and I also join the material to the side as well. For some people, they will not join the side parts. They will only join the down part and first iron it. Then they will now join the side too. Hope you understand what I'm saying. So before I gum this place, I've already joined it. Before I sew this hemming gun, I've already joined it to the material. So it's after you iron the down part, you will apply hemming gun to the side too. So I just cut that out so that the video will not be too long. So after you fold your down part is when you will apply hemming gun on the side. But I've already sewn it to the clothes, not that it's after that I bend it down that I'm joining it to the material. I hope you understand that. So please take note of that. That's the second tip on this. So I'm very sure if you do it this way, it will really make your taping to be very neat and look more professional. Because if you just join the side, then your gummings, and you first join the down part. I'm sorry for that. You just join the down part and you join the side. It will make your job not to be very neat. So that is it. Make sure you use a very hot iron. Make sure the iron is very hot so that your hemming gun will stay very well. The taping will stay very well. Apply pressure If you want to iron from front, don't iron directly. Don't use the iron directly on the material, because the iron must be very hot, and if you do that, first it may burn the material, and second it may create a dent on the material. So now you can see it, you can see how neat it is. But this is where number 3 tip I'm revealing to you comes in. So the damp part now, if you iron it, you can see the heat is almost showing on the taping. If you iron it, it may not stay, but this is what I do. I sew the damp part like this to hold it down. So just sew the damp part, the first side like this, just sew it like this. So now the upper part as well, so that this will make the hemming gum to stay for long. It may not, to make it not to be removing on time once you have taped the edge, the fore edge. So do the same thing to the other side as well. So now that is all. You can see how I sew here the upper part as well, to make your job to be very neat. Even if you are not taping it and you are just gumming your material, make sure you sew it down, the damp part like that, and the upper part like that, so that you have a very neat job. Thank you and enjoy.